See, it's here to, I'm here to encourage you to like, share, comment, tap that notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I post a video. So, I'm really behind on Vlogtober, but hey, better late than never, huh? So, it's Friday. I'm actually not feeling well, but I'm helping out family. And so I'm getting ready to head back home and go back to bed. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about the tire pressure thing. You know, I used to do these videos where I talked about, and I did them on Facebook. It was called Good Morning Drive Safe. And I think I did it like 2016, 2017, something like that for a while. I used to talk about the weather in the area and some things that I felt like women should need, because me being, you know, when I was married, I kind of kept that subject matter, you know, that was for the ex-husband, you know. He took the cars to get, you know, to the right, even though it's not on this side. But anyway, he took the cars to get maintenance, and, you know, he knew everything, like what they needed and all that. But when we got divorced, then, hey, it was my issue. It's just one more thing that I had to be responsible for. And so I think, so ladies, I hope there's some of you that are getting proactive with your vehicle. So I just now started being proactive, which is terrible, but excuse me, I had to learn the hard way. And my youngest son used to beg me, like, Mom, take the car for, you know, its regularly scheduled maintenance, so that way, you know, something happens, you kind of got an idea what it might be or whatever, you know. And that's something that we hate. I think I post a video someone posted, said when you take your car to get checked out, you just might want the oil change. They always find something they do. Last time I took my car, well, it was because it was doing something, it was acting strange, so I had my son take it, and of course they found some other stuff. But anyway, so I think it's a good thing to know. But I think it was last year I had took my car, because my car gives alerts when the tire pressure is low. And so I was out there, and I think the guy knew I didn't know what I was doing, but he was trying to be nice. He said, do you need help? And I said, yeah. Yeah, I said, because I don't know what I'm doing, you know, and I kind of laughed. And he was nice about it. So he told me to check on the inside of your door when you open your passenger. I think it's on the passenger, but it's on the driver's side door. There are some listings of tire pressure, the amount of tire pressure that your tires need for your vehicle. So for some vehicles it may be, I don't know, I can't think of a number. But for this vehicle, the tire pressure has to be 32. So this little tire pressure machine, once you pay, and you got to pay for air, Lord have mercy. But anyway, once you make your payment and the tire pressure machine starts up, you have to set it on the tire pressure that you need for your vehicle. So as an example, today when I turned it on, the tire pressure was already set at 35. So whoever used it before me, they must have needed 35. So I had to, there's a minus button and there's a plus. So I had to minus it down to 32. Then I went on ahead and started and connected the tire pressure valve, whatever you want to call it, to the tire. Took the cap off and put it on there. And you keep watching the screen on the tire pressure machine until it goes up to the allotted tire pressure, which is 32. So when I connected it to the valve, the tire pressure in my tire was 26. I was like, wow. So that was, you know, 6 points lower or whatever. So, you know, I watched it go from 26 to 27, 29. 31 and then 32, and then it beeps, once it reaches the set tire pressure. And then I took the valve off, put the cap back on the tire, and you're done. And of course it was more than $2, because I think it costs $2 to pay for the tire pressure to get air in your tire. So I just wanted to share that, as well as share what's going on with my day. Also wanted to talk about what is going on with when you start working. And so I had some family members staying with me, and there was some younger children. One of them caught a cold, and then next thing you know, some days later I caught the cold. And so I think it was actually Wednesday I started my throat started hurting. So I started, I said, well, I'm going to push through. So I pushed through Wednesday. And I was just going to go ahead and keep pushing through the rest of the week, because, figure I could. But with everything going on, it was really wearing me down. So I did take some medicine Wednesday night, because, even though it was non-drowsy, I still didn't want to. I wanted to take it at the time that I knew shortly afterward I would be laying down and going to sleep. So I did, and I had to take the kids to school Thursday morning, and I took them to school. And my cousin had called me, because she had texted me, and I wasn't able to respond back to her, because I was trying to make sure, we were on time. So I did talk to her that morning, and she was kind of like telling me, you can't take care of the children if you don't take care of yourself, and, all of that. And so I was like, yeah, but I was still trying to figure in my head. She said, is there a way you can take some time off? And so I was like, yeah, I can do that. But in my head, I'm like, I'm just going to log in anyway and try to do a little work. So something that was due, no, that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday. So something that was due Wednesday had already been, I was lucky enough to be able to finish it Tuesday at evening, afternoon, whatever. And so, but I still, being nosy, whatever, I'm still logged in. And I just couldn't get it together. I could tell I wasn't on my usual grind or work practice. So I just, I couldn't get it together. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to log off and go lay down for a couple hours, and then I'll go pick up the kids from school. So I still had some hours to get some rest. So I laid down, and then I woke up a little bit before picking up the kids, but my son had already picked them up. And so, I just went and grabbed some stuff for dinner, and then made dinner, and then went to bed. And then today, I think they had like an early release from school, so they didn't even go to school today. We kind of stayed. Well, I stayed in the bed. By the time I woke back up, it was 11 o'clock. I was like, oh my God. So, but that was the rest that I needed. Excuse me. So just to encourage you to get the rest that you need. And I know sometimes you're so wound up in the you're caught up in the schedule that you're so used to maintaining, but when you get hit with something cold, whatever, it will knock you down. If you still trying to operate as usual, it's gonna knock you down. Because either way, I would have laid down. Like I said, my cousin kept, encouraging me to take some time off and just get the rest that I need. And I logged in anyway. After dropping the kids off, I logged in. And I wasn't no good to nobody. I was just moving slow. I kept going over the same thing over and over again. Where was I at? What was I doing? My eyes were closed. It was just terrible. So I logged out. I did go through some of my emails, and that was about it. But so I just want to encourage you to get the rest that you need, so that you'll be there. You can show up for yourself and show up for the ones that you love. Whatever. So yeah. So what do you guys use for getting rid of congestion? Is it like a home remedy, or is it some kind of medicine that you use? So ever since I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, the doctor that I see suggested that I take Corsi. It's supposed to be for high blood pressure. It's for congestion. You get a cold, for those who have congestion and all of that. And it's really good. It clears it up. But I don't like to take it when I'm out and about, because especially if I'm driving, which most of the time I'm driving. I don't like to take it. I only like to take it when I know I'm getting ready to go to bed. Now, they did have a non-drowsy one. I'm not seeing that so much in stores now, so I don't know why. If I'm missing something when I go into stores and overlooking it, or some of the stores that I'm going to just don't carry it anymore, or it's just something, a feature that they don't, Corsi doesn't have. But anyway, so if it doesn't say non-drowsy, I'm just going to assume that, it'll make you drowsy. And I'm not going to, excuse me, I'm just not going to use it until I know. Right near the bed, I'm sitting on the bed, getting ready to get under the covers with my glass of water. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm telling you guys, encouraging you to, take care of yourself, because we are all we got. All we got. So getting ready to head out here, and talk to you later. Thanks for joining. Remember to take care of yourself, especially this time. I think this time of the year is it's kind of a given for you to get sick, for others to get sick. And if you get sick, just take some time and, take care of yourself. Let your loved ones know that you're under the weather. They can kind of check up on you, whatever. Or you might be being stubborn like me and figure, oh, well, I'm going to continue as planned. But your body's like, okay, you don't want to listen. I'm going to make you listen. Anyway. Yeah. what do you use for congestion? Again, I use quercetin. I heard Mucinex is really good to use. Excuse me. I also make sure I drink plenty of tea with honey. What's it? My grandmother had a concoction. It was honey, lemon juice, and brandy. Yeah. And so that's something else I won't take until I'm going to bed. So that's some people call it a hot toddy. So I had told I told this one lady the concoction, and she said she used the wrong. She used lemon juice, honey, and no. Did I say brandy? Yeah. She used honey, lemon juice, and whiskey or something. It was something. It wasn't brandy, but anyway, it was funny. She said, I think she repeated it. Wasn't I supposed to use whiskey or whatever? She said, I thought I chose the wrong thing. I said, no, it was brandy. So try that. And then another thing I think my grandmother gave was honey and lemon juice. It kind of stir it up together, try to get it to blend, and then kind of sip on that. That kind of coats your throat, makes your throat feel better. That's something that I haven't tried. So when I go home, I think I'm gonna make that concoction. I'm not gonna fool with brandy. I'm just gonna take the lemon juice and the honey and kind of sip on that. My throat's feeling better, but I think with me clearing my throat and coughing is probably going to irritate it. So again, I'm really going to sign off for good this time. See Eats, thanks so much for taking the time out to watch and listen and ride with me. Happy Vlogtober. Have an awesome evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is you're airing. Oh, I forgot to say, content creators, remember the information that you disseminate may not be for everybody, but it's definitely